The Abrahamic Family House, a religious complex which comprises a synagogue, a mosque and a church, has officially opened in the capital of the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. The center is expected to serve as a community for interreligious dialogue and exchange, nurturing the values of peaceful coexistence and acceptance among different beliefs, nationalities and cultures. This sounds like a great idea because after all, we all want peace, right? Wrong. If you haven't caught on yet, the indirect aim is to merge these three religions, and this is bad. Here is why. First, these three religions are not compatible because of differences in their fundamental beliefs. For instance, the three religions have different beliefs with regards to the identity of Christ. Christians believe Jesus is God. The other two religions reject the deity of Christ. Again, Christians believe Jesus is the only way to heaven. John chapter 14 verse 6 says, Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. The other two religions do not believe Jesus is the way to heaven. And of course, worthy of note is the fact that adherents of the three religions don't worship the same God. We don't. How then do you syncretize or merge these three religions without compromising on their belief systems? This merger, if it happens, will only leave us with a watered-down version of Christianity, and that is not what we want. The second reason why this project is troubling is the fact that it is only establishing the foundation of the one-world religion of the Antichrist. The idea is that religion is the cause of divisions and disunity in the world. So we need to merge all religions in order to ensure unity and peaceful coexistence. But this is only a deception. It's a Trojan horse. This is because this merger will make people end up worshipping a false god. Listen to what Revelation chapter 13 verse 12 says. It, that is the second beast, exercised all the authority of the first beast on its behalf, and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed. If you study Revelation chapter 13 further, you realize that in the course of time, what started as something beautiful, something that aimed at unity, will result in tyranny and martyrdom. Because in the end, people who do not partake in this one-world religion will be put to death. Revelation chapter 13 verse 15. The second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. The great harlot of Revelation chapter 17 symbolizes this one-world religion. Revelation chapter 17 verse 1 to 4. One of the seven angels who had the seven bowls came and said to me, Come, I will show you the punishment of the great prostitute who sits by many waters. With her the kings of the earth committed adultery, and the inhabitants of the earth were intoxicated with the wine of her adulteries. Then the angel carried me away in the spirit into a wilderness. There I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was covered with blasphemous names and had 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was dressed in purple and scarlet and was glittering with gold, precious stones, and pearls. She held a golden cup in her hand, filled with abominable things and the filth of her adulteries. The third reason why this development is troubling is the fact that the Bible warns of an impending false peace. According to the Bible, the Antichrist will make a peace treaty with Israel that will produce a temporary peace on earth, but he will later breach this peace treaty. Daniel chapter 9 verse 27. He will confirm a covenant with many for 1 7. In the middle of the 7, he will put an end to sacrifice and offering. And at the temple, he will set up an abomination that causes desolation until the end that is decreed is poured out on him. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3. While people are saying peace and safety, distraction will come on them suddenly as labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. Jesus, whose name is the Prince of Peace, is the only peacemaker we can trust. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6 says, For to us a child is born, To us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Jesus is the only one who can bring us global peace. His millennial reign on earth will be marked by justice and peace, as Satan, the rabble-rouser, will be locked away for 1,000 years. Revelation chapter 20 verse 1-3. And I saw an angel coming down out of heaven, having the key to the abyss, and holding in his hand a great chain. He seized the dragon, that ancient serpent, who is the devil or Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. He threw him into the abyss and locked and sealed it over him to keep him from deceiving the nations anymore until the 1,000 years were ended. After that, he must be set free for a short time. Isaiah chapter 2 verse 4b also says, They will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation will not take up sword against nation, nor will they train for war anymore. So this verse is also talking about Jesus' millennial reign. It will be a time of bliss. So Jesus is the only one who can grant us world or global peace. Of course, after the 1,000-year or millennial reign of Jesus Christ on earth, there will also be peace in the New Jerusalem. So what am I trying to say? All that I'm trying to say is that watch out for the false peacemakers. Jesus is the only true peacemaker. He's the only one who can grant us global peace. Any other person who puts up measures to ensure world peace, global peace, is a phony, and we should not trust them. Jesus is the only one who can bring us world peace. He is the Prince of Peace. So trust only in Jesus. Okay, so I'll end here. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Until I come your way again next time, stay blessed.